Good evening, everyone. As promised, I'm going to explain the British civilization to you guys. Um, so it is this lecture or this course is made for all the levels because, as you can see, the program is different from a university to another. All right. So this is the British civilization, right? So in order to study the British civilization, I do not want to get into details directly because that would be confusing to you guys. So I'm going to start to talk about the climate, right? And the land. Why these two aspects? Because it is important to know how was Britain according to these two. So Britain basically, or normally it is an island, right? An island, Jazeera, surrounded by the ocean or the sea or water. And here we have Europe, right? Good. So let's talk about the climate in Great Britain. So I say Great Britain, sorry, just to let you know that we are talking about England. But before, at that time, it was not England. There was not Great Britain. So we are going to call it island, right? So the island, when we talk about the climate of the island at that time, when I say at that time, this date, I know it is far way back in the past, but it is important to generalize everything, right? So we have the south, or the south, right, the south here, and the north here. So the climate in the north was cold, we can say freezing, right? So when you have a cold weather, you do not have agriculture. I mean, there are no conditions to practice agriculture. In the south, it was warm and rainy, so the agriculture happened here, this part of the island. All right, now we are going to talk about land. Land. So in the north, the land was edgy. It was a mountainous area or mountainous in American English. So منطقة جبلية in Arabic. So when you have a mountainous area, you cannot practice agriculture. It is hard to grow crops. Crops means al-mahasil or something like that. In the south, on the other hand, the south was fertile and low-lying. It was not mountainous. So the south was good for agriculture. We had warm weather and also rainy weather. So those who practice agriculture here could could collect or harvest. The word for taking crops is harvest. It is written like this, harvest. So in French, c'est récolter. To harvest, these people, those who lived here, could harvest the crops 6 months earlier than those who practice agriculture in the north. So you can see the advantage to live in the south, right? Now we are going to talk about the first or the earliest life forms found in this island. So we have two kind of life. I do not know their names, and actually neither the archaeologists, I think. So we're just going to call it the first life or something, the second, right? These people are believed that they came from either the African coast. It means لقد أتوا من الشمال الإفريقي ولا الساحل الإفريقي الساحل because it is coast, or the Iberian Peninsula. All right, Iberian Peninsula, it means either Spain or Portugal. This is what we mean by Iberian Peninsula. So we have found two kinds of life. The first life is all right. These two lives, kind of lives, are believed that they came from African coast or the Iberian Peninsula. Good. So the first life form, say life form better, we could make a difference between the two according to their tools. When I say tools, in French, les outils. So the tools, we mean like, I don't know, like a knife or something. I mean the things they used to hunt, to kill, to protect themselves, etc. So the tools, the first life form tools, were made from flakes of flint. So flint is a type of rocks. All right, this is how it is written. Flakes of flint. It is a type of rocks. The second group, or the second life form, they made their tools, of course, from central core of flint. So at that time there was no iron, right? No bronze, nothing. So everything was like primitive, and so they were making tools from rocks instead of iron. So this is just to show you that life in Great Britain started way back in before the Stone Age or even the Ice Age. Good. So I'm just going to stop this video here. It is just like a first test. If you have questions, feel free to message me or ask them in the comments below. If I get enough views or people that are interested, sorry, I might or I will continue the other things. Thank you.